you like Aki and you want to take her to master rank, but you don't have the skills to do so yet. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 6 easy to implement techniques that I personally use to quickly flowchart with the character and rank up to master rank, and that with a little bit of practice, you can apply as well to level up your Aki and quickly start getting some W's in ranked mode. The first technique to implement to level up your Aki quickly and develop a decent flowchart is to use standing heavy kick anti-air, but with a little bit of a twist. Now, the number one thing is make sure you know how to anti-air the character in the first place. It's super important. Aki has several options to choose from. She has her standing heavy kick, her crouching heavy kick, and quarter circle forward heavy punch, which all cover slightly different ranges and have different uses. And, you know, the quarter circle forward heavy punch is really strong once you have them poisoned because you get combo extensions. But to be quite honest, I didn't use this move as an anti-air when ranking up to master. It's not required to do so, but it's definitely something that you're going to want to implement later on to, you know, unlock her full potential for sure. The technique that you might want to copy paste here is using standing heavy kick as an anti-air canceled into fireball. So here JP is going to whiff 2 jabs and jump in at me. I'm going to anti-air with standing heavy kick. So pressing standing heavy kick, you know, that's all good and everything, and it does a decent amount of damage, and, you know, anti-airing is absolutely required. You must know how to anti-air on command if you want to rank up. What makes this more powerful is cancel that to fireball. It's pretty strong because it immediately puts them in block stun, and then you can start applying pressure from there and maybe approach behind it and just get a bit more momentum behind it. Some people would also maybe recommend doing the anti-air into poison puddle if they're not already in the poison state. You can choose to do so, but I feel like when you're trying to just rank up with to master rank, just having the fireball on the screen and canceling from that is super powerful because it'll just lock people down, and then maybe you can drive rush behind it and get more pressure, potentially set up a overhead or a low mix-up. No, they're not in that much block stun, but usually most people will sit there and you know, they won't try to move after, and you can potentially get combos from it and get big damage that way. So standing heavy kick to fireball, it was one of the techniques I used over and over, and it was really powerful to help me rank up quick. The next Aki technique to implement to quickly rank up is a simple frame trap, which allows you to get a lot of pressure and potentially combos. The basic frame trap is stand heavy kick on the ground, canceled to coward crouch kicks. So this is, you know, very straightforward, and it's a very, you know, very strong frame trap, which allows you to get a combo on hit. You can combo that to crouching jab into quarter circle forward heavy punch, which is very good because the quarter circle forward heavy punch allows you to get Oki after, right? This is going to be your main combo ender, especially if they're not in poison state already. And if you end this combo, quarter circle forward heavy mid-screen, you can do maybe a medium kick slide to approach, and you're +5, and you can get pressure. You can also do a double dash here and get B +6 and get pressure as well, regardless if they quick rise or back roll. So this basic frame trap is super powerful because so many people want to press buttons when they see Aki go into the coward crouch. Now, to be fair, this is negative on block. If they end up blocking the sequence, you're -3. But a lot of people don't know the frame data on this yet. You can try delay teching defensively after this in case they go for a grab, or you can even try guessing with a perfect parry. To be quite honest, a lot of the times I would get perfect parries in the situation where people try to take their turn back. And if you get the perfect parry, you can get a combo extension there and get your Oki as well. So it's pretty powerful. But on top of that, once you finally condition people to stop pressing buttons once they see this tool, she has a command grab out of the coward crouch as well. So this will open up the option to do coward crouch from heavy kick into the command grab. Now, this is not a really legit technique because if you simply delay the jab, I think it's like a 10 frame delay or like maybe like a 9 frame delay, there is a perfect timing where you will block the coward crouch kicks, but you will also still interrupt the jab, or sorry, still interrupt the command grab. So if someone is aware of the Aki matchup, they can do this delay fuzzy defensive jab to beat both options. But this, I spam this essentially on my rank up to master rank, and hardly anyone ever got consistent at interrupting this timing, and it got me a lot of free wins. So I would definitely incorporate this into your game plan and see how they respond. A lot of people will end up just getting hit with this, and then you can start getting the combos and pressure. Or if they really are just blocking it out and you notice that they're blocking or parrying, you mix in the command grab as well. tip number 3 to quickly rank up with Aki to master rank. This one is huge. This is going to be like 95% of the neutral that you do with this character, to be quite honest. It is very spammable and very abusable. It is, of course, the almighty Fireball into Drive Rush. This is what you're going to be doing in so many situations. It's so free. I mean, this is consistent with like a lot of characters in the game. Ken has this. Jury sort of has this as well with her fireballs on the ground. You have 2 options. You can go into the crouching medium kick after, or you can go into the overhead, and both lead to a full combo conversion. So overhead here. The overhead is slow for Aki, so you have to press it kind of early relative to other overheads from Drive Rush in this game. But if you get the overhead, even without counter hit, say they just get hit raw for some reason, like they're just not blocking, you can combo to stand medium punch from the Drive Rush overhead. So that will be 7 frames on hit. So you could even do, you know, crouching medium kick, but I don't know why you would do that. But just Drive Rush overhead, stand medium, quarter circle forward punch. And of course, if they're poisoned, you know, you get more extensions from her combos if she's poisoned as well. So you can get more damage, but that's going to be the basic combo that you're going to choose. And then, you know, like I said, mid-screen, you can then do double dash to approach after landing the quarter circle forward heavy punch ender and get Oki, get a potential throw mix up. Or like I like to do was the medium kick slide, and then you get an auto time throw there. Very strong. Or of course, start piecing things together. You could also do, you know, do your frame trap, stand heavy kick to the coward crouch kick, start piecing it together. If you go for the low option instead, this is super strong as well. You can also combo to stand medium punch. Crouching medium kick here, the stand medium punch will combo and do the same route. If they're poisoned, you get more extensions. You should know what to do if they block these, however. On block, the low and the overhead aren't very plus. So this is only +1 from Drive Rush low. So you're gonna want to go into crouch jab here, and I believe the overhead is also only +1. Oh, sorry, +2. So overhead, you have more options. You can instead do the standing light punch target combo. This is the 5-frame jab, and then you can end that in something like quarter circle back heavy punch. Know the options that you can do on hit and block, and then set this up. Drive Rush behind it. Start getting the pressure. I mean, Drive Rush Fireball is just universally extremely strong in Street Fighter 6, and Aki is no exception. Her Fireball is slow, lets you set up things behind it. And then, of course, you can even potentially do things like Drive Rush into throw, like if the spacing is correctly. So the Drive Rush throw, of course, is an option. So you get high-low throw mix whenever you set this up. So this situation is super common to land. I would often just go for this combo conversion. So if you have the drive meter to extend the combo, instead of ending the stand medium punch to the quarter circle forward whip, instead you can Drive Rush cancel the stand medium punch. It's a stand medium kick, heavy kick, coward crouch kicks, jab, jab, quarter circle forward, heavy punch, ender. Lots of damage to be earned here for pretty much for free. Drive Rush Fireball is super strong and kind of mindless to just throw out, so definitely abuse this. Aki tip number 4. This one becomes more apparent the more you play the character, but she has very short range on her faster normals and her mediums, and her best range mediums are not special cancelable like her stand medium kick or her crouch medium kick. So it becomes very apparent that like you don't get a lot of strings with her up close. And what becomes an issue is that, you know, your lights are negative on block, so you end up ending your pressure if they don't get hit up close, and then people tend to take their turn back and start pressuring you. And so you don't want to end negative in negative frames this close to the opponent. So her best way to end her block strings is very important to implement. It's quarter circle back heavy punch, this bubble here. You can see here, even when you do it point blank, it adds a lot of pushback. So if I add a little bit of distance here, it is -4 on block if you look at the frame meter here. But because of the pushback, and most strings is going to make the opponent's moves whiff, they're not going to be able to connect with Aki unless they press a very slow, long-range move. So basic block strings, you know, like crouching light kick, crouching jab to the bubble will be safe on block. If they try to interrupt too early, of course, they're just going to get hit. If they wait till the end of the string, they're just going to get pushed out. And this is strong because it sets up spacing traps. So being at negative frames is not that big of a deal if you create enough pushback. This is like a universal Street Fighter concept. And because you're the one setting up the string, you can have spacing traps where you memorize the spacing and know the advantage and know what options they're likely to press and know what options you can press in return to whiff punish them. So it's pretty powerful to set up strings like this. You know, you can start buffering after, do things like crushing medium punch buffer to quarter circle forward light punch after. But in general, that's what you're going to want to do. Like say you get like a drive rush low and they block it. You can do something like a drive rush low, jab into the bubble. That way, if they press any buttons, you know you're going to frame trap them because the drive rush low is only +1. The fastest move you can have is your crouching light punch. You can't even do light here. Like her lights have so little range, it's pretty tough. So knowing these block strings is important. And then you can set up, you know, buffers after. So this will make your life so much easier because this will be a problem that you run into when you play this character for sure. Same thing with the overhead. Overhead, you have a bit more plus frame, so you can do the jab target combo. And, you know, same idea, right? Just start doing buffers after. Very strong technique. You don't have to buffer after. You can just, you know, end it there and go back to neutral. But you don't want to end your strings up close like this and then be negative, and then people start taking their turns back and pressuring you. End your strings when you're unsure of what to do, and quarter circle back heavy punch, it resets to a more favorable positioning, where then you can set up something with a different approach, or, you know, back up, throw, fireball, drive rush back in, and start your offense from a more favorable position. Tip number 5 to quickly flowchart to mastering with A.K.I. This one got me so many free wins and so much free damage. It's A.K.I.'s safe jump setup, which you apply after the quarter circle forward heavy punch ender when they're not poisoned, and you get like a grounded combo like that. You can do this mid-screen. I'll demo it in a bit. I'm not a fan of it mid-screen personally, but in the corner it's so strong, and all you gotta do is do the quarter circle forward heavy, hold up forward, and then do jumping fierce punch. And that is a safe jump where you're able to do a jump in for pressure and also block reversal moves. Make sure to not do down heavy punch when you do this, because that'll give you A.K.I.'s jump cross up command jump in, and this will just always whiff in the corner. So just, you know, do jump heavy punch without holding any directions, and you can go to holding down back on the ground. And then you can apply some of that block string pressure, which I demoed earlier, or, you know, go for a potential throw mix up here. Why is it good? If you don't really know what a safe jump is, let me show you why this is so powerful. You're allowed to get a jump in where you're able to block fast reversals like Ken's EX Shoryuken right there. And of course, if you block the reversal, you have a big combo ready to go. It's super powerful to have this, and for some reason, when I was ranking up, everyone would just eat the safe jump. They would just simply not block the jump in. I think it's because it happens so late that people would start holding down back. You press the jump in very late, but I swear to you, so many people would just eat this jump in and let me get a free combo after, and the free combo does a ton of damage and gives you a lot more pressure. So for some reason, this technique just makes people explode in the corner. Like I mentioned before, you can do it mid-screen. The problem with it mid-screen is you have to react to which way they decide to tech on the ground. You know, you can choose recover in place or recover backwards. So if they recover in place, you actually need to do the cross-up version, the down heavy punch jump in to do the cross-up jump, because your regular jump fierce will simply just whiff here. And then if they recover backwards, that's where you do the one I demoed before, the regular jump heavy punch, and it'll hit in the front as normal. But you have to react to which way they tech as you hold up forward, and I find that to be very difficult, so I don't do that personally mid-screen. I just do MK slide, or I will do double dash instead to approach on the ground to get pressure. But in the corner, super strong. Copy paste this, I guarantee you people will just start eating this jump in, and you'll get free combos and tons of free pressure and damage, and some people will even do reversals, letting you get big combos and damage. So make sure to apply this. It will help you level up quick. All right, quick tip number 6 to quickly level up your A.K.I. to get to master rank. This is going to apply after the safe jump that you took from the previous tip. This combo is going to detonate the poison, get you a lot of damage in case they eat the safe jump, and set up some pretty safe meaty pressure to keep the offense flowing. So go ahead and copy paste what you see here. So apply the safe jump and go into your combo. All right, so this combo is very, very powerful, and this is what you're gonna do if for some reason they do a reversal on your safe jump. or if they just eat it for no reason, which a lot of people tend to do. This combo does a decent amount of damage. And also, if you notice the way the combo ended, it was pretty strong as well. So once you get the safe jump going, so after this situation, I tend to do jab, jab if you're trying to hit confirm this because you're not sure if they're going to get hit. If you're confident they're getting hit or if they block a reversal, you can start with like a heavy kick instead. But basically, you want to get into the quarter circle forward heavy punch to begin the combo route. So if you know they're getting hit, you can do heavy kick, coward crouch into the kicks, jab upper, or just do jab, jab if you're trying to see if they got hit or not, because you don't want to do this on block, only if they get hit. Quarter circle forward heavy punch will then proc the poison, activate the poison detonation, launch them, and then at that point, you will juggle with quarter circle back heavy punch, and then to keep the juggles going, after that, you're going to do drive rush heavy kick, cancel the coward crouch, and then cancel the coward crouch into the punches ender, which does this knockdown. And this knockdown, when they're in the poison state and you detonate it, gives you a lot of knockdown advantage and potential juggle states there as well. So with that knockdown advantage, you have a couple of options. So the option I first demoed was doing, this ender here, which is quarter circle back medium and then quarter circle back light punch, which sets down the poison cloud and then gets a meaty fireball on their wake up. So let's say the state here. And if they get hit, you get a combo there. And if they block it, you're actually very plus. So you're plus 12 there, plus enough to do something like towards heavy kick, which is a plus on block move. So say they are so foolish as to then try to take their turn back in this situation. Poison down. Oh. How silly. They try to take their turn back after the fireball. Towards heavy kick will then frame trap them, and you'll be able to combo. If the counter hits, you can do stand medium punch, but you don't even need to do that. You can just do crouching jab here. And if you're noticing where this is going, it's looping. You can set up the same combo again. Look at that. So this is a very strong, airtight, just basic kind of vortex-y situation here. So I would definitely recommend copying and pasting this. And this is also powerful for other reasons, which, may not be apparent here. Say they want to wake up level 1. Well, remember, you're doing a meaty projectile here. And if you know anything about level 1s in this game, they lose to projectiles. So some level 1s will, for hurtbox reasons, actually move forward on wake up and go past the fireball. I know Aki's level 1 and Ken's level 1 will just dodge this setup, but JP's level 1 does not. So if you do meaty fireball, it's safe to level 1s. And think about a character like JP. His other reversal would be something like OD Amnesia. And if you've been paying attention to what OD Amnesia does, beats OD Amnesia as well. So essentially this setup beats every single wake up option JP has except for level 3. Level 3 will beat this. So until he has level 3, you can just kind of run this offensive pressure and then it'll all just loop into itself. So pretty powerful stuff. If they actually respect the towards heavy kick and start challenging later, remember the towards heavy kick is also plus on block. So the problem with that is you're left at kind of a weird spacing. So it's not my favorite thing in the world if they block this. You can do stand medium punch, which will actually trade with jabs. And then you're plus from that situation. I don't think you can really combo in most situations, though, depending on the pushback on the trade. Yeah, so her lights are too short, but you're plus there. So you can still keep the pressure going in case they block with stand medium punch. And, like I mentioned before, if they end up blocking the sequence, do something like stand medium punch canceled into the heavy punch bubble. You're -4, but now you're back at this range. You control in the corner and keep them pinned down with your normals. So that's a super powerful offensive option from this combo. And one other thing I didn't mention, I did hint at the fact that there's other enders for the sequence besides going for the quarter circle back medium into the fireball. And that's because you can just end this and cash out your meter for big damage. So let's go ahead and check that out. So this state right here, this tumble state, it's not just a knockdown. You can juggle there. So if you have your level 1, end in level 1 for a little bit more damage. You can even end in your level 2 for a bit more damage. Or, you guessed it, level 3 for a bit more damage. So this is a good route to combo into any one of your supers if you need to tack on more damage at the end of a combo. But even then, there's more. You can also extend this by doing something like Drive Rush, Crouch Heavy Kick, and then get more damage that way. You know, cancel your level 3 or even your level 1. So there's options to extend this as well if you want to go for just raw damage or for setting up Oki pressure. So it's super powerful, and you know, it keeps going. There's even more options if you really want to piece it all together. So there you have it. If the moon and the stars align, you can really run that safe jump plus combo extension plus a safe poison puddle plus fireball pressure, and if they wake up super, get tons and tons of damage and style on your opponents that way. And there you have it, 6 easy to implement techniques that can help you develop a fairly competent flowchart to quickly rank up to master rank. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.